Hey, how's it going? You're one of the first ones watching this because you followed us or got on the email list. Thanks a lot. We've just completed our EP, Devils May Pass. So let me tell you a bit about myself and This Side of Anarchy. I'm Dennis, and over the years I've become more and more sick of a society gone mad, and the so many laws passed every day that limit our freedom and liberty. I just need to get it out and voice my anger through music. One of my top concerns is how society is slowly destroying itself from within. Well, right now, This Side of Anarchy is in Los Angeles, and I currently record, perform, and produce all the music with some minor help from my family and friends and some old bandmates when I need extra opinions. I've always been totally do-it-yourself, although I do miss collaboration that I had when I was in bands. I started out playing guitar when I was about 15. Played pretty much the normal rock and roll of that time. I took lessons for about 3 months until he started having me learn Jimmy Buffett, and that was it for me. No Margaritaville. I learned the rest on my own, basically by ear. After a few years, I joined my first band. We mainly did cover songs, and we wrote 4 or 5 of our own. But most of them were just rock, a little bit of metal, Judas Priest, and we also did a wide variety, new wave, pop, even some punk. One day, the drummer was on vacation. He came back from LA, and he brought back some Dead Kennedys and Circle Jerks, and we all had a blast. It was so fun, hilarious, and awesome. We was cracking up. That was my first encounter with punk, besides hearing about the Sex Pistols on the news in 76 or 77. But when that band broke up, joined a metal band. I was getting more into metal in the mid-80s. We played normal metal covers of that day, lots of Twisted Sister and stuff like that. We also wrote our own stuff and just about released an album, but never worked out, and went our separate ways. Also during that time, I was getting more into punk rock. So when I moved to LA, I was looking for bands, and luckily Society Gone Mad thought I would be a good fit. I think it was. We lasted about 10 years, and depending on how you count them, we had 5 or 7 releases. And then around the millennium, the scene was changing, and so were our lives. My second child was on the way, and kind of started feeling burned out, and we just went our separate ways. I needed to take some time off and refresh and help raise my family. I think that's one of the most things anyone can do for society. Some people think society is so bad that they don't want to have kids and put them through the horror. But in my opinion, it's people that screw it up, so the only way we're going to fix it is raise good kids. And raising them with lots of love is the best chance I think we have. I also wanted to broaden my music skills. I've always liked many, many styles of music. And at the time, toward the end of society, I was really into classical music, Mozart, Haydn, Vivaldi, stuff like that. So I got a digital piano and some software and began messing around. Around 7 to 10 years, we never time permitted, which obviously wasn't very much. I experimented with a bunch of stuff, but slowly, ever so slowly, I was gravitating toward back into punk rock, and that culminated in my first solo album called Helium Light Bands, and I called it Gramps.Doc was the band name, and I took it from my 2 nicknames, Gramps and Doc. And everything on the internet at that time was .this and .that, so I wanted to be different and put a dot in the name, but I don't think it's worked out very good. So I just changed that name to Today's Nightmare, so non-punk stuff, you can check it out at todaysnightmare.com. But the more I kept writing and get angrier and angrier and how bad society was coming, I just decided to have 2 bands, one punk and one for the other stuff. So with the help of a friend, looking over my list of band names, they liked This Side of Anarchy, and I kind of agreed. So that's what I went with. So, and then it took about 3 years to find enough time on and off to complete enough songs, including 3 of the punk ones that I did from Helium Light Bands that I re-recorded. In 2013, released my debut album titled 1917. Then life got in the way again, but then recording and writing were few and far between, and I wasn't able to release something else until 2017, an EP called I Have a Plan. But now I've been having more time, and I just finished writing and recording a EP, Devils May Pass. Should be out really soon. So follow us on social media, get on our email list, and to keep up with what comes up next on with This Side of Anarchy. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Keep in touch. Hey, here's a treat for you. This is our single Death Wish from our album Devils May Pass.
Hey, can I get a ride?